time with Mr. Limata. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Limata. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing.
Good morning, and welcome to Story Time. Thank you so much for joining me. Happy Tuesday. Thank you indeed for being here with us. And yeah, absolutely missed being here live with you yesterday. I had to be in a classroom yesterday, and I was in a kindergarten classroom, and haven't done that in a while. It was absolutely fantastic, but also, yeah, a very different world indeed. Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. I'm glad that we're here together, and yeah, we get ready for our story for today. A beautiful one indeed. But of course, before we get into that, remember too that we will be continuing to feature artists this whole week on Storytime who will be featured at the Social Justice Children's Book Holiday Fair. So we've had many artists so far, including Santo Nagara, Robert Trujillo, and we've also had Alejandra Domenzain. All of those will be there at Storytime. Angela Darton will be there at the Social Justice Children's Book Holiday Fair. So come on out and meet them. Come on out and get your copies signed. Come on out and listen to them read their amazing books for Storytime. Lots and lots to look forward to. And of course, too, are you looking for some holiday shopping? Well, this might be the place for you. Thank you indeed for joining in here on Storytime. Excited for this one. It will be happening at Emerson Elementary in Oakland. Please, please, please take note of that. Emerson Elementary in Oakland on 4803 Lawton Avenue, as opposed to an Emerson Elementary that is in Berkeley. So please, please come on out. Emerson Elementary in Oakland. Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. As always, excited to be here with you and ready to enjoy this wonderful story that we have for you today. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm here. We're here. Storytime is here, and we do have a wonderful book. Yes, as Ari would put it, the best ingredients this morning. Ingredients for the morning. This is one of them right here. Yeneby's Drive to School. And this one is written and illustrated by Sendy Santamaria, who will also be at the Children's Book Holiday Fair. Cannot wait to see them there. Cannot wait to have them read their books and, of course, share their experience as well. So, yeah, come on out. Lots of people to meet. And remember, too, that if we can't be here live. I know not everybody can be here live to join in at the Social Justice Children's Book Holiday Fair. Well, remember that you can always catch the live stream on the Storytime platforms at storytimewithmrlimata.com, at Storytime with Mr. Limata on Facebook right here, and also on YouTube right here. So please, please catch us on all those platforms and get to see what we have lined up for you. Yeneby's Drive to School coming right up, written and illustrated by Sendy Santamaria, and this one is published by Chronicle Books of San Francisco. A big thank you to them for allowing us indeed to share such a lovely book here on Storytime. Fantastic book, and of course, fantastic creator as well. Cannot wait to see them at the Social Justice Children's Book Holiday Fair. Good morning to you. How are you doing today? Thank you so much for being here with us. Ari and Megan, thank you for joining us out in Kentucky, where we say it is cloudy right now. Thank you for being here. Well, perfect day for reading together, right? Thank you so much for joining us. I hope that you are well. Good to see you here with us, and I hope that Kathy had a good trip back to Ohio and is doing well there too. Sending her love, of course. Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. Absolutely love it. Good morning to you one more time. Ari and Megan, you say morning ingredients. Yes, morning ingredients. You, me, the books. Oh, yes, and the entire Storytime family. Whether joining us live right now or indeed joining us later on for the recordings, sending each one of you a big hug. Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. I am so glad that we're here. Yes, we are featuring this one today, Yeneby's Drive to School. You may remember it. I was looking it up actually to see when we last read this one here on Storytime, and that was June 20th of this year. So just around launch time for it, publishing day. So it's about 6 months, almost to the day, right? That this one was here on Storytime. I hope you remember it, but of course, I'm glad to bring it back. I hope that this jogs your memory of just how wonderful a book it is. And remember that you can get it signed if you have a copy at the Social Justice Children's Book Holiday Fair, where Sendy Santamaria will also be exhibiting, will be participating. So excited for that one. Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. But you know who else will be at the Social Justice Children's Book Holiday Fair playing music, singing with us? Well, Timothy Goodspeed, Timothy Dixon, this soapbox salute will be there. So come on out and dance away with Tim, sing along and play along the guitar and everything else that will be there. So come on out and join us. You know it'll be fun. And I'm excited about the bike blender. Come on out and have fun with us on the bike blender, and you'll be able to pedal away and leave yourself with a delicious, tasty smoothie. Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. Excited to be here, and I'll be right back after this short break.
Hey, this is Timothy Goodspeed of the Soapbox Salute. I'm the one who wrote Storytime's theme song. If you'd like to hear more of my protest folk music, you can check out the links below on Instagram or at my website. You are watching Storytime with Mr. LaMotta.
Welcome back indeed. Thank you so much for joining in. And Timothy Goodspeed says, if you want to hear more of my protest folk music, well, come to the Social Justice Children's Book Holiday Fair. He will be there playing live. So come on out and enjoy. And I hope too that he gets to play the Storytime theme song. How cool will that be? We'll see. Fingers crossed. But hope to see you there. And of course, catch the recordings. Here I was here just making sure that I looked up some of the last the Spanish phrases in here as well, but we are going to be practicing together. If you're like me and don't speak any Spanish, well, we're going to practice together. We're going to be looking at the context clues in this one to help us understand what's going on, help us pick up those little bits in the story. Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you. Please tell Timothy we sang the theme song all the time. Yes, I will absolutely tell him. In fact, I'll take a screenshot of this and send it to him so he can appreciate too. Thank you so much. Appreciate that, Ari and Megan. But yeah, he'll be there. And actually, you just reminded me too. I do have an email from him that I need to get back to. So yeah, there we go. Thanks for the reminder. I will absolutely tell him. Thank you so much for joining us one more time here on Storytime. Ari and Megan, good morning to you. April, good to see you here. Good morning from the Osborne family out in Orange County, California. Well, Alicia, Lindley, and Jemison, good morning to you. How are you doing today? Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. I'm glad that you're here with us on Storytime. Yes, the entire Osborne family out there sending you love, love, love. Thank you indeed for joining in Storytime. I hope you are well. Good to see you here. And good morning, Kathy. How are you doing today? And you say Luna is learning Spanish. Wow, Luna, Just your name is teaching us already some Spanish, right? Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. We're learning together then. Here we go. Yeneby's Drive to School. I hope you're ready for this one. And it is written and illustrated by Sendy Santamaria. And we are reading this one with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Thank you indeed for being here with us. Kathy, welcome back. Glad you made it safely back to Ohio. And I'm glad that you're here with us live on Storytime. And Luna, good morning to you as well. All right, here we go. Yeneby's Drive to School. Here we go. Oh, it's the same one. Just making sure that checking if it had the same one. And I like the dedication in this book too. And I just want to, and we'll be reading the back matter as well. This book is dedicated to my mom, Abuelita, Grandpa Jean, my siblings, Carla and Sergio, and my partner, Erlinda. With your love, anything is possible. I love you forever. Yes, I'm dedicating it to the people I love, the people that have shown me love, the people that keep supporting me in everything that I do. Even when I fall, they are there for me. To them, I want to say, yes, indeed. With love, anything is possible. I love you forever. Yeah, that goes to the Storytime community as well. Who are you dedicating it to today? Yeneby's Drive to School. And there's a note in here too. It says a note about seatbelts. Whenever we waited in line, we didn't usually wear our seatbelts since the line was so slow and we were in a controlled environment. We would, however, wear them on the drive to the border and school. Safety is important. Please always wear a seatbelt when in a moving vehicle. Yeah, great reminder. Please wear a seatbelt if you're in a moving vehicle wherever possible. Please do. Yeah, lavantese. Well, this one I still remember now because it's early on in the book. There'll be others I'll forget. I think this one means wake up, get up. It's 4 in the morning. Imagine that. Oh my goodness. It's 4 in the morning. Mama's voice makes my ears happier than any alarm clock ever could. I'm glad. I nudge Melanie, but she groans and turns the other way. So I get both of us ready. I double knot my sneakers. I brush my teeth. I pack my backpack. I pack my sisters too. Oh, such a good sister. Yeah, lavantese. Get up, get up. Let's go. We're both half asleep, but we're ready to go. What's the earliest you've had to get up to go somewhere? Si nos avanzas, Dada. Mommy shouts from the car. What does that one mean? Se nos va, Dada. Mommy shouts from the car. Let's see if we can get it from the context. She always says we're going to be late to hurry us up. Yes, hurry up. Hurry up, slowpoke, Melanie teases. She waddles out the door with her blanket and backpack, and I grab the keys from the entry table to lock up. Yeah. Hurry up, slowpoke, Melanie teases. Oh. When we get on the road every morning, I confront my arch enemy. La Línea. Oh my goodness. Yeah. When we get on the road every morning, I confront my arch enemy, La Línea. Yeah. How long of a wait? How long of a line? By the looks of it, we will be here a couple of hours, guaranteed. Melanie is rolled up into a ball like a sleeping cat as usual. I bet you tomorrow we will cross in 2 hours, I say. Mami chuckles. Yo te apuesto que la hacemos en 3 horas. I know at least 3 horas, I know. 3 hours, I laugh. No way. How long do you think they'll be here? Adorned with artisanias, vendors walk between the lanes of cars. One man sells hats from his head and necklaces from his hands, from his arms. That's such a cool trick, isn't it? Yes, I bet you tomorrow we'll be here we'll cross in 2 hours. I'm thinking 3 hours. One man sells hats from his head and necklaces from his arms. Yeah. Adorned with artisanias, vendors walk between the lanes of cars. From my car window, I can buy burritos, pastries, anything my tummy desires. Anything my tummy desires. Grrr, my tummy's growl interrupts my train of thought. Thinking about food always makes me really hungry. Oh, me too. Thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoyed To Boldly Go. Remember, you can always catch it too, that whole interview at storytimewithmrlimata.com, at Storytime with Mr. Limata on Facebook and YouTube right here. Yeah, thank you for joining in. Game program. Love it. Well, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah, I was saying earlier on when we started, I couldn't be here yesterday. I had to be in early at work to. I was actually subbing in a kindergarten class yesterday, so fantastic experience. So very different experience to what I'm used to. From the window of my car, from my car window, I can buy burritos, pastries, anything my tummy desires. That rumble of the stomach interrupts. No, Siri. Why does Siri Siri wants to buy burritos from the window? No. My tummy's rumble interrupts my train of thought. Thinking about food always makes me really hungry. Okay. No, Siri. Oh my goodness. Interrupts my train of thought. Thinking about food always makes me really hungry. AI is listening. AI is listening. No, Siri. My tummy is rumbling. Burritos. No. All right. Thinking about food always makes me really hungry. And clearly it makes Siri hungry too. My mom looks back at us. Ora desayuna. Ora desayuna. Melanie immediately wakes up. See, breakfast, please, she says, yawning. Breakfast is my favorite meal of the day. I can choose anything from avena to tacos al vapor, burritos to pan dulce tamales. Every day I see a new food I've never tried before. I always have enough time to make up my mind because the cars are moving so slowly next to the vending carts. Yes. Breakfast, breakfast, breakfast. And says, breakfast is my favorite meal of the day. What's your favorite meal of the day? I think for me it's snack. Snack is my favorite meal of the day. I can eat it anytime. I spot the tamale cart 5 cars in front of us. My mouth is already watering. Can you get me a chicken tamale, please? I asked Mommy. Me too, Mommy, Melanie says. Tambien de pollo and una avena. Pretty please, she asks. No. My mom rolls down her window and calls for the tamal man. Tres de pollo, por favor. Y una avena y una café. Y una café. Oh, y una café. That's one. Y una avena y una café. Yes, I get that. Oh, yes. He gives her a nod, and without writing anything down, is already back with our order. Oh, my goodness. Love it. Thank you, Lauren. Thank you as well. Glad to see you're up too. I hope you enjoyed your walk if you've been already. Jefferson, Alicia, Lindley, and Finn. Oh yes, Finn, I will not forget you next time. I hope you were part of the walk too this morning. Yeah. He gives her a nod, and without writing anything down, is already back with our order. Yes. I want a coffee too right now. Gracias, the 3 of us say in sync. Mommy passes us our food and takes a whiff of her coffee. Nada como cafecito en la mañana. Yes, nothing quite like a coffee in the morning. Oh, the smell of coffee in the morning. I love it. She always says music and coffee is the best way to wake up. So when she takes her first sip and starts to hum, oh, I know she's happy. Banda music and the smell of chicken tamales fill the car. Melanie sways to the sound of the accordion as she breaks down her tamal. Within 5 minutes, her tamal is swallowed and she's back asleep. That's the way to do it, Melanie. You can squeeze in a few minutes of sleep, a few more minutes of sleep. Why not? We're getting closer now. Yakasi, Mommy warns. Mommy warns. I take my last bite just as the sun darts out from behind the clouds. A border patrol agent in uniform and a German shepherd pass by our window. By this point, there are agents instead of vendors. I love it. I love it. Yes. Oh, yes. No, I remember for sure that Finn's the dog. But, I thought maybe somebody might want to walk and Finn decides to come along or not. But I totally hear you. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you for clarifying too. Thank you, Lauren. Appreciate you so much. In the window of all the cars near ours are kids just like me and Melanie. Some are asleep. Some are doing their homework or drawing. How's your journey to school like? How far is it? How long is it? What do you see on your way to school? Yeah. In the windows of the cars near ours are kids just like me and Melanie. Some are asleep. Some are doing homework or drawing. Ooh, before I forget, one more line. One is looking right at me. You see them? One is Look, mommy, same as us. Sí, mi amor, igualitas. Yes, indeed. Look, mommy, same as us. Yes, sí, mi amor. Igualitas. Melanie, wake up, I say. I'm awake, she tells me, fighting to keep her eyes open. I'm extra gentle as I pull my hairbrush through her hair. My mom takes one last gulp of her coffee and gets our documents ready. Listas, derechitas. Melanie and I exaggerate our postures and try to keep straight faces. Mommy gives us a look from the rearview window, of the rearview mirror. It's our turn now. Almost at the checkpoint. Ready, Lane. There we go. The agent reaches out his hand. Anything to declare? He asks. They always sound so stern. I know. No, officer, she says, handing him the documents. He glances past my mom, and I give him an awkward smile as he identifies us. Then he hands my mom the papers and signals us to go. We wait patiently as Mommy drives past the agent and speed bumps to celebrate. Ya cruzamos! Mommy cries, energized. Woo! Melanie shouts. Yes, we wait until Mommy drives past the agent and the speed bumps to celebrate. Yes, ya cruzamos! Ah, yes. Time. Step on the gas. I check the time. It's 7, I say. We're on schedule. Now I feel like I can rest. I roll my window down to let the air brush against my face. The sun is beaming at this hour. Melanie sits up to watch the world flashing by with me. Melanie sits up to watch the world zipping by with me. After a short drive, we finally arrive at school. Melanie is eager to run to her friends as soon as the car stops. Oi, se te olvida algo? Mommy reminds her. Melanie rolls her eyes, then kisses Mommy goodbye. Love you, Mamita. Love you too, Mom. I butt in. She signals me to kiss her cheek too, then waves goodbye and drives away. Meet you by the blue tables, Melanie asks. Meet you by the blue tables, Melanie asks. Yeah, see you after school, I say. Have a good day, sister. You too, love you, she shouts as she runs off. I sling on my backpack and head to class. I love this so much. I am now fully awake and ready for the day. Estoy lista. I'm now fully awake and ready. Face the day, ready for the day. Ah, what a journey. And that is the end of our story. And when we come back from this short break, we're going to read the author's note at the back and just get to learn a little bit more about the makings of this book. And thank you so much for being here with us. I'll catch you on the other side of this short break.
Hi, I'm Charlotte Chang, co-author of Bobo Loves Dumplings, Bobo's Colorful Chinese New Year, and Night Market Rescue. And this is Storytime with Mr. Lamada.
Oh, yes, it is. Indeed, it is. Story time is here for you. Thank you for being a part of the morning ingredients that make up story time. Yes, you, me, the books, and of course, this wonderful community. Thank you so much for joining us here on Story Time. I hope you enjoyed our story today. We were reading Yeneby's Drive to School. It is written and illustrated by Sendy Santamaria and this one is published by Chronicle Books of San Francisco. A big thank you to them indeed for allowing us to share it here on Storytime. But remember that Sendy Santamaria will be at the Social Justice Children's Book Holiday Fair on Saturday. So come on out if you're close by. Come on out and have your copies signed. Come on out and get yourself a signed copy, holiday shopping, and of course, just great camaraderie, great company will be there. Story time will be there. Singing will be happening. Timothy Goodspeed, the Soapbox Salute, will be singing out there. So come on out and have fun with us. And you know who else will be there? The Alphabet Rockers. So if you've not seen them before, well, this is an opportunity to meet them at the Social Justice Children's Book Holiday Fair. But before we go into all of that today, let us just finish off our book with the author's note. And Sendy Santamaria writes, I have been carrying the story of this book in my heart for as long as I can remember. I was inspired to write it when I first moved away from home to attend college. A professor asked us to think of a story to share that we thought would resonate with young people. Home was the first thought and my last. I realized that the word home had never meant a specific place for me. My family moved frequently, and being Mexican American in a border city meant having family and roots on both sides of the border. It often felt like home was always around me, but never somewhere tangible. I always felt out of place, but it was the moments of waiting, of being in between both places, both countries, that felt like home. There, the border population between the cities of San Diego and Tijuana is vast and growing. Countless people get up every morning at the crack of dawn in order to cross the border and chase the day. The story I share here talks about that moment. In transit, sometimes we crossed by car, other times on foot. If we were lucky, we could cross that border in 1 hour. On particular buzzing days, it could take up to 4. Oh my goodness. But in a strange way, I was thankful for that line we waited in. La Linea gave me patience, community, and perseverance. La Linea is one of those places where people become a collective. Some struggle to provide for their families and cross the border to achieve that end. Others carry the wound of separation from their families and cross it to keep those families together. La Linea is a place where pain, love, heartbreak, spirit, and joy coexist many times over. La Linea is a place where pain, love, heartbreak, spirit, and joy coexist many times over. Borders are created by people. They are unnatural constructs that seek to divide. Let us take the inspiration from the natural world, from the cooing pigeons that traverse these artificial borders alongside us. Let us have empathy for each other in order to fly as high as we wish. Thank you for reading, and I hope you enjoy this story. Con amor, Sendy. Thank you so much, Sendy Santamaria, raising some powerful words in there. I hope you enjoyed this book. It will be at the Social Justice Children's Book Holiday Fair. And of course, Sendy Santamaria will be there as well. So come and have a chat with them. Come and meet them. Thank you so much for joining in. And of course, come and support Emerson Elementary as well. Tomorrow, we're back with another exciting book from another author. In fact, he's one of the organizers of the event, Inosanto Nagara, who has brought us many wonderful books, including A is for Activist, and this time we bring back The Wedding Portrait. Yes, the story of a photograph and why sometimes we break the rules. Yes, you heard that right. The story of a photograph and why sometimes we break the rules. Come on out and join in tomorrow and find out what this book is all about. A beautiful book, an amazing book, a very powerful book, and timely indeed. Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. Please remember one more time that we will be having the Social Justice Children's Book Holiday Fair at Emerson Elementary in Oakland. So come on out and join us. There will be books. There will be, meeting of the authors, illustrators, storytelling, music. The book bus will be there. Come on out and join in. And of course, the bike blender as well. Come and make yourself a smoothie, a delicious smoothie. Pedal away and make yourself a smoothie. Thank you so much for joining in. And remember too that the Social Justice Children's Book Holiday Fair this year is brought to you in conjunction with the Emerson Elementary PTA, and they're using it as part of their fundraiser as well. So it's a double pronged approach here. Beautiful, beautiful social justice creators, work being recognized at the event, but of course, raising money as well, raising funds for Emerson Elementary. So I love that we're able to bring these two wonderful communities together. Thank you so much for joining in, friends. I absolutely appreciate you. I appreciate the time that you take to spend here with us on Storytime. You could have been doing something else, but you chose to be here with us. So I appreciate that. And I hope that, you leave this place feeling inspired. You leave this place at least having a sense of community, and of course just being reminded to check in with loved ones and let them know you love them, let them know you appreciate them, right? I know that sometimes relationships are complicated, but I hope that they know and you know too that that there is somewhere where we meet and somewhere where we appreciate each other so much, no matter what. Thank you so much for being here with us on Storytime. Hugs to each and every one of you. I hope that you have a fantastic day. I hope that you indeed enjoy all the little things, the beautiful things around you. Thank you for joining us here on Storytime. One more time out there in cloudy Kentucky. Thank you for being here. Megan and of course Ari, thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. And you say morning ingredients. Yes, you are part of the morning ingredients. All those beautiful ingredients that make this story time special. To everybody that is joining in, you are those ingredients. Thank you indeed for being here, friends. Absolutely appreciate you. And I will be sharing with Tim. I'll let him know that you appreciate the song and you sing it all the time. Thank you so much for joining in. Lauren, April, Alicia, Lindley, and Jemison, and of course, Finn. We won't be forgetting you now, Finn. Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. I hope you enjoyed the story that we had for you. I hope you're ready to face this day. I hope, like our character in the book today, I hope like at the end, let me see if I can get to that page, and it says, I am fully awake and ready for the day. I hope that's you today, fully awake and ready for the day. Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. And of course, Kathy, thank you so much for joining us out in Ohio. And of course, you joining in with Luna, and you say Luna is learning Spanish. Well, thank you so much, Luna. And you can see too here, not the best capture, but I hope you can see that Luna in the sky right there, that little bright, that bright spot right there. The moon was just sitting so beautifully one day as I was leaving class. I think that was actually last Thursday as I was leaving class at night. And I was just looking at this parking lot, and it was just beautiful, beautiful shot of the moon. I tried, but of course, nature is nature, right? Couldn't capture it with the camera the way I wanted to, but there we go. Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. Really enjoyed the recent interview about To Boldly Go. It streamed yesterday. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And please, let us know. We keep all these. We have them in our archives, and we keep resharing and bringing back stuff. So let us know what you like to see here on Storytime, and we'll do our very best to bring it back here to Storytime. Thank you, thank you, thank you for joining in one more time. Lauren, April, Jemison, Alicia, Lindley, and of course, Finn. Thank you so much. And yes, Finn, keep everybody active, keep everybody walking. Wake them up early too. Thank you so much for joining in. It is indeed beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I love the shot. I thought this scene was just a really cool, quiet space as I walked on towards the parking lot. So thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you. And before I go too, there's something that was in this book that reminded me of a now of course I'm going to forget, but it reminded me of a dad joke that I heard recently. But of course now it is gone. I'm sorry, friends. I will try and remember and see what part of the book. I should have stopped when I read that part and remembered what it was, and when the memory or the thought of it was still in my head. But now I cannot remember. What was it? Oh my goodness, we're getting close now. Right at me. Oh yes, I found it. So you remember in the book when it says, well, it talks about a particular dog that is found at the border, but here we go. So that will give you a clue as to the answer of this. But the dad joke I saw said, what do you call preachers or pastors in Germany? No, it's probably not funny to you, but it was funny to me. It says German shepherds, but there we go. So when I read about here where it says a border patrol agent in uniform and a German shepherd passed by our window, it kind of reminded me of that. So here we go. That one dad joke for you this morning. Just don't get me started on a bunch of them. So there we go. What do we call a spiritual leader or pastor or preacher in German? And it says German shepherd. Well, well, well. Thank you so much for indulging me this morning. Thank you for being here, friends. I appreciate you so much. Hugs, hugs, hugs to each and every one of you. And of course, I look forward to catching you tomorrow when we're back with another exciting story. This one will be coming from Sendy Santamaria. Thank you so much for being here. Much love, friends. I'll see you again in the morning. Bye-bye.
Story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing. Brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing